So we have this opportunity to go to a hospice care home, and this hospice care home is a beautiful facility. If you could picture something like excuse me, a old folks home, like a nice facility, but it's a hospital slash home. So it's like a home away from home. So you get the opportunity to have family spend the night with you, family stay there, friends come visit. Excuse me. Cayden would be able to stay with us in the same room as Elijah. They provide something that the hospital cannot due to their policies. So there's like only 8 rooms with 8 different families, and it's not like this large bunch of kids running around. It's just very intimate and very secure and very quiet. They have all sorts of therapies. They would do the same regimen, medication as they do here, and the same care as they do here as they would at this facility. And it's about a half hour less of a drive from home. So it wouldn't be like 3 hours, it'd be like 2.5 hours to drive there. But the best thing about this is that Elijah wouldn't feel like he's in a hospital. It would be more like a home type atmosphere. And I love the fact that they have a therapy pool. And the times that Elijah's not connected to his hydration or sodium drip, he's only off for like an hour, Elijah can do his therapy sessions in the pool. He loves the swimming pool. So we have the opportunity to go to this house yet. We're not going to give the name of this house quite yet. We don't know if we're staying there or not, but I talked to the doctors. I asked about me being a YouTuber there. I asked about our trip to Disneyland / WWE, if we can leave a couple of days and keep the bed, because like Ronald McDonald House, you can't, if you're gone for days on end, they'll kick you out pretty much, because you're supposed to be occupying the room. Well, I think this is kind of different, because I think they're more geared to the families. It's about what you want and not what the policies are, or what the hospital wants, what Ronald McDonald House wants. So it's a beautiful facility. I researched it, I Googled it, I YouTubed it, and I think I talked to Ronnie tonight, and I think this is the decision, the way we want to go. I'm scared to take him home right at the moment, because I feel like we're going to be left alone at home, and we won't get the same care while we're at home as we do here. Like, for instance, we get sodium checks twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. And they wouldn't be doing that at home. And I feel like I would be doing it all. It would cause a lot more stress on me. And trying to be the nurse and doctor at home, I just couldn't, I just can't. I cannot do it. And the doctors offered this facility to us. And I think this is the next available spot that we can take, is to try to get to this facility and just be a family and not have to worry about all the medical stuff, and just leave that up to the professional nurses and doctors there at this facility. So I'm kind of stoked about it. It looks nice, it looks serene, it looks peaceful, and it looks something like that can distract Elijah, so Elijah wouldn't feel like he's stuck in a hospital. Maybe it'll boost his spirits that he feels like he's not stuck in a hospital anymore. Who knows? We plan on still having the trips to one day at Disneyland so he can get his cheddar popcorn, and also and WWE, because we already have tickets sent to us. So our goal is, the biggest thing right now is WWE over Disneyland, because Stephanie McMahon is requesting to see him. So I hope he's well enough. Just from taking him from our room down to the cafeteria to the gift shop and back exhausted him. His body is so exhausted. And it probably doesn't help that he is on tons of medications that might put him to sleep, such as the seizure medication, which is Keppra. That could be putting him to sleep, which is okay with me. but he was in a little bit of pain just from moving around in a wheelchair. So it's going to be rough to decipher whether Disneyland is the right decision or not. Even if we go to downtown and get a cheddar popcorn and we're downtown, as long as he gets his cheddar popcorn. Every single day he says, I want to go to Disneyland because I need the cheddar popcorn every single day. And no, we're not asking anybody to send any cheddar popcorn. Number one, we don't want food sent to us and it not being fresh. We want the fresh stuff. And number two, it's an excuse. It's an excuse to go to Disneyland. He may not do a lot at Disneyland, maybe just sit back and watch shows and maybe do some character meet and greets and stuff. But to me, that's the happiest place to lift any child's spirits up, whether you're sick or not, you know. So unfortunately, we can't fly to Hawaii due to Elijah's situation. The airlines will not fly Elijah out to Hawaii with him being on 23-hour hydration drip, sodium drip. If you take him off longer than an hour, his sodium drops so fast. You have no idea. Within an hour, he dropped 4 numbers. He went from like 136 to like 131. No, that was 5. I can count. But he went down from 136 to 131 in 1 hour being off the drip. He cannot hold his own sodium, period. And if he gets to a low number of sodium, chances are that the seizure medications won't work and he'll have another seizure. We're trying to prevent the seizures right now because the seizures are not as big as a deal unless they're longer than 3 minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Then it becomes more worrisome. So if he were to have another seizure and it was like 30 seconds long, the neurologist says it's okay. It's just the tumor reacting. To me, it's not okay. That just means that the tumor is making him have seizures and the tumor is growing, and that's what tells me. As far as the chemotherapy goes, day 15 was today. We're doing 21 days, and I requested some updated scans. I want to see his MRI and CT scan, and I want to check it out. So we'll see if we do those scans before we go to the facility. I requested as soon as possible to go to this facility. I'm hoping that they have a family suite there at this facility so we can all go there this weekend. It may not happen that way. I'm just fantasizing some better options for Elijah. The in-between, I think, is much better than being here. And like I said, there's nurses and doctors, professional nurses and pediatric doctors there at this facility. They can help medically take care of Elijah while I can work on just spending time as a family. I did not feel right going home because all I would be doing is being the doctor and being the nurse. And then hospice care would only come twice a week. We honestly, where we live, we have limited resources when it comes to hospice. And they only have one pediatric nurse that would only come twice a week. And I do not feel comfortable not being able to check his sodiums every day. We'd only check it twice a week, and that freaked me out. I have to know every day. I don't know if you've seen on a previous videos, but on the board behind me, you'll see on the board a bunch of numbers. Those are all his sodium numbers, because sometimes when I'm sleeping, the nurse will write it down. So when I wake up, I can look at the board and go, oh, his sodium was at 133 today. So I'm just glad that this opportunity came aware to our situation, and I really feel very comfortable about going to this facility. It looks really nice. I cried at several of the videos. They were very sad videos, but this facility are specifically for kids that are not going to make it. Now, however, that doesn't mean we're losing hope. We still have hope, and that's why I want scans. I want to see if this chemotherapy is doing something. But, we still have hope. We still believe in miracles at this point. No matter which way it goes, we're going to stay optimistic. So that's the update for now. I appreciate you guys all watching. I love and cherish every single comment and every single person that has been supporting us this whole time. And you guys have our backs, and you guys have been so amazing to us. We cannot say thank you enough, and I don't think a thank you is enough to say the gratefulness that we have in our hearts for this amazing support system that we have behind us. You guys have done more than enough, whether it's watching our videos and commenting and loving on us and supporting us and even donating the money. And we're not all about money. It's just so difficult in these times that, right now I have to fork out money for a hotel for Ronnie and Cayden to come stay down because there is no help for us. So yeah, I am forking out money for food and hotels and gas and all this stuff. So we're not all about money. It's the kindness and generosity of people's hearts wanting to donate. And I have never asked. And I'm just so thankful for the beautiful friends that I have in my life. You guys help us so much. I just have an amazing friend base and family base and even acquaintances. You guys have done more than enough for us. So I'm talking so long. I know this was so long, but thank you for sticking around to the end. If you stuck around to the end, comment just one word and say popcorn, and that'll tell me that you had watched all the way to the end. Popcorn's the secret word. And thank you so much. I love you guys so much. We'll see you guys for another update. Yes, the smile is definitely coming from the heart because I am happy at the moment. All right, love you. Bye.